We've decided to add solar to our 2004 Road Trek Popular 190. The solar panels we chose are 12 volt, 100 watt that we purchased from Windy Nation. They're approximately 2 feet by 4 feet in size. Since the MC4 connections are not long enough anyway, we've decided to replace them with standard auto trailer wiring. This is readily available from any auto supply store, hardware, even Walmart carries them. Make it easier to extend them the length we need, and if we ever need to make any repairs on the road, it'll be very easy to find them at any of these stores. We have removed the MC4 connectors. It is important to get the polarity correct. If we look closely at the wires, we can see the negative and the positive markings. Since both wires are black, we need to be very careful here. This is the connector that we're going to use. It is a standard 4-wire trailer connector. Since we only need 2 conductors, we will parallel 2 wires, 2 for the negative and 2 for the positive. This will increase the current capacity that we can handle. We've spliced our wires and soldered them. Next, we'll be installing the heat shrink tubing over the connections to seal them up. We've also added a red mark to indicate the positive lead, since these wires are not the standard red and black color coding. Once we've done that, this panel will be ready to install. Here we are on top of the RV. We're using the cardboard that came in the box with the solar panel as a template. We're going to secure the panel using hinges and L brackets, and we'll do that by drilling down through the roof and securing it with stainless steel screws. We'll also going to hinge it so that we can lift the panel up for the early morning and late afternoon sun. We've installed the solar panel on the one end, and we're getting ready to drill the holes. As you can see, we've hinged it on the far end, and we're getting ready to drill the holes for this end. We ran into a problem in that the far end we could drill all the way through, but this end, because where the screws would come through the ceiling, we're not going to be able to do that. So we're going to use a different approach, and we're going to use what's called well, I'll show you that in just a minute once we take a look at the what we did on the inside. Inside, we were able to come through the roof and mount here with bolts coming through here and here, and that holds the one end. The other end, we're not so lucky. It's gonna come in about here and about here. So we're not really going to be able to come through. We're going to use a different approach on this end, and I'll show you that in just a second here. Since we can't drill all the way through the roof to secure the solar panels on the other side, we've ordered these Scotty well nuts, and we're going to use them to secure the other side of the solar panels. The way these work is you tighten them down, and there's a nut that's embedded in the rubber here, so that as you tighten it down, it will squeeze down on the rubber to make a seal and to secure it. I've got an example here. I have drilled a hole and put one in and secured it. You can see, I guess you can there, how it has bulged out and is making a seal. So I believe we'll be okay with this. Now that we've got the solar panels mounted up on the roof, let's come on in here and we'll show you where we decided to mount the solar controller up underneath here. And you can see that we're still dressing our wires up, but made the connection. We've got it hooked up, 15 volts and 9.5 amps. is what we're getting out of the solar panels right now, which is pretty good. We used the existing wiring that was already here for the inverter. It was a 300 watt inverter. We have since upgraded that to a 600 watt inverter, but we still had the wiring for that. So we're now good to go.